Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Abdulmomin Nikajia. I'm the owner of Clearwater Management Consulting and Training with offices in Ilorin, Nigeria and Indiana, USA. I would like to discuss the issue of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, popularly known as SARS in Nigeria. There's an ongoing debate of on whether or not to end SARS as we know it. But I would suggest that we should rebuild SARS. And I'll give a practical example of why I believe strongly that rather than ending an organization that, for all intent and purposes, actually does serve the Nigerian people. Like every other organization, there are bad eggs in the SARS apparatus. However, we cannot jeopardize the safety of the Nigerian people over the excesses of a few SARS personnel. The practical example that I like to give had to do about a trip that I took from Lagos to Abuja sometime in July of 2018. I flew in to Lagos and had an appointment to meet up with in Abuja. It was late in the day. There was no way that I could find any flight leaving Lagos to Abuja. I had to go to Abuja by road. I went into one of the mini parks scattered all over Lagos, entered a night bus, and with my heart in my chest, afraid whether we're gonna get robbed on the way or something bad was gonna happen. But with faith in God and some level of trust in the government, I embarked on this journey together with other Nigerians. And at every step of the way, we met the SARS personnel patrolling the highway. We met Nigerian Army personnel on the highway, and every few kilometers, we would meet these people, would exchange a few pleasantries with the driver, and it gave us an increased sense of safety. Fellow Nigerians, I do not know what would have happened if there were no SARS personnel on the road that particular July night when I traveled. I do not know how safe I would have felt. I am not excusing the excesses of SARS. I'm just saying that we need to take a step back and think about the future of our country. The solution is not in ending SARS. The solution is in rebuilding SARS, and not only SARS, rebuilding the Nigerian police from the ground up. The present situation where the Nigerian police force has not been fundamentally transformed should be a cause of concern to each and every Nigerian, to each and every one of us that cares about the state of our the state of our affairs in Nigeria. The Nigerian police, as we know it, is still very much a colonial contraption, a colonial legacy that has been very resistant to change. What we need to do is clamor and fight for the decentralization of the Nigerian police force as we know it, the empowerment of state governors to have their own police force, the empowerment of local government chairmen to have their own small police departments. That is the future that we should fight for. In the more democratic Nigeria that I envision, I see a role for outfits such as the special anti-robbery squads. You can call them whatever you want to call them. You can call them the agile team, you can call them the smart force, whatever it is. We need rapid response squads that would be able to respond to crimes within, say, a 10-kilometer radius, quickly, fast, efficient. Those are not jobs for ordinary policemen. We need to we need to provide alternatives. It may sound catchy to say to End SARS, but what alternatives are we preferring? What are we putting on the table? Many Nigerians continue to lose their lives because a lot of us have not been engaged. One of the gains of the End SARS movement that I see is that a lot of people are getting involved. We do not have to agree, but at least people are saying their minds. We are getting involved, and those who wield power on behalf of the people would have to listen to what the people have to say. But more importantly, we need to start making the argument for the radical transformation of Nigeria. And when I say radical transformation of Nigeria, I mean this in a progressive way. From a colonial police dedicated only to the survival of the colonial system to a people-centered police force. One that is not organizationally rigid, but one that is very dispersed. It does not make any sense to post a police commissioner from Abuja to, say, Ilorin, for instance. Somebody that's never lived in Ilorin before, does not know the terrain. He or she may be, say, from Kano or Anambra, and you wanted that individual to perform excellently well as a police officer, as a police chief in Kwara State. If this is not a legacy of colonialism, what is it? What exactly it is it? So I would encourage each and every one of us to channel our energies to a lot of these defective foundational issues that we have in Nigeria. We can build on this End SARS campaign to ask for greater reforms across Nigeria and in the way we do things. This is a good starting point. While I may have disagreed with those who call for the dismantling of SARS as an organization, and I am in favor of actually rebuilding the entire organization from the ground up, I do agree that at least both of us share the same passion for reform in Nigeria, one way or the other. What is important going forward is that we do not let this fizzle out and turn it into a one campaign thing, one season. Let's build on the momentum that we have, that has been generated to seek for change in our country. The time could not have been more appropriate because as we move steadily towards the next election cycle, We ought to pay more. We ought to pay greater attention to those who would lead Nigeria into the future. Thank you for listening, and I hope that together we can be the change that we want to see. May God bless you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.